Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So unfortunately, this isn't going to be one of the normal money making videos or content sort of based episodes. This is going to be a rant. I don't often do these videos on the channel because when it comes to Jagex and how they look to take the game forward, I always try and take it in a positive frame of mind. But the recent survey posts which they've put out are a massive cause for concern, and I think it's getting to the point now where they're just starting to push a little bit too hard in the wrong direction. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, they have recently released a survey to all players. I believe it is now closed due to the absolute carnage which is caused, the absolute negative pushback is rightly received from the Reddit community, the RS community as well, both Runescape 3 and 07. And I just wanted to do a little video talking through my thoughts about it, how wrong I think the whole concept is, and just throw my 2 cents in. Normally when it comes to like RuneScape drama and stuff like this, I stay away from it. I don't want to be involved in it. I just want to make my videos and pump out content for you guys. But I think it's a very important thing to talk about because this is worse than what Heroes Pass was. Heroes Pass was a big thing, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, about the direction it was going in, and this is a lot worse. So what this survey mainly consisted of was talking about different options for membership packages and different buffs and benefits you would get for paying for the higher packages and different things you would have to suffer for by paying for the lower packages. Now there's 4 big things which have kicked a lot of people off and caused a lot of the noise which is generated, and why Jagex have pretty much gone on the back foot as a result of this. Now, in terms of this video, I'm not really going to go through a lot of things. All you're going to see really is me mining. If I decide to whack something up on the screen, I'll make sure to mention it to you guys if you just want to tune in and stuff. Only because this Reddit post has a massive range of videos. You can actually hear them talk about it if you want to. But also posts going through like so many different varieties on membership packages. I'm not really sure why there's so many options, but it's just unbelievable. But if ever we hit a point where I want to sort of like back something up, I'll flick the screen over and we'll talk about it there. But for the meantime, let's get this off and get it started. So in terms of surveys, it's not unknown for Jagex to throw a survey out to try and get sort of a feeling of the community at a current time, whether they're trying to push an update or trying to change like bits of the game. And I think it's good. That's one good thing they do. They do try and sort of like test and get a feeling of stuff before they make a big move. Now, what they become a lot more stupid about is the kind of things that they're trying to put to people and expecting them just to simply take it and go with it. And especially when it comes to membership packages, prices of membership, and as well as sort of challenging the integrity of the actual game. So, since the survey has been released, we've actually had 2 posts on the Runescape website sort of backpedaling and saying this is not a guarantee, this is not going to happen, we were simply just testing what thoughts were, and I think they've got the message loud and clear. Whether this is going to change the direction and whether this is going to change what they're going to do, I highly doubt it. I just think what they're going to do next is repackage it in a way which doesn't seem to alert people to where they seem to go. This was pretty obvious of we're making some massive changes and basically if you pay more, you're going to get more benefits. But some of the things they've listed as benefits is what should be the bare minimum for what we pay now. Like, RuneScape isn't a £5 a month sort of deal it used to be. It's a lot more money. And not only that as well, it's considerable when you look at it over the year, like how much money we're paying to play this game. And I don't think it points over the last couple of years we're getting the kind of content or continuality of content we should be for the money we pay. Yes, over the past year or 2 we've had some massive updates, we've had some big changes, which is great, but not really the level of changes needed. And normally 1 or 2 big updates, because they had done so well, both in RuneScape 3 and Old School, kind of overshadow the couple of months you go with poor updates or lack of content or lack of updates as well. Now, just to go over a couple of things which have caused an absolute riot, and I apologise because I said I wasn't going to put something on the screen, but I am. The first one I'm going to show you guys is basically one of the screenshots of the membership packages. So this is what I meant by like, it's making you pick between a game, which we already struggle with a massive divide in RuneScape. Like Old School versus RS3, even though like basically school ground stuff, it doesn't really matter. Everyone can play whatever game they want. They can play one or the other, or they can play both. Picking a game for a lower price, I just don't agree with. Now, you can have an option to have it over both, but again, like, it's just pushing for more. Now, I like the idea of having a package where you can have a cheaper package for more member characters, sorry. I think that's good. I think it encourages people who like to play alts and stuff that they can get a cheaper rate by doing more accounts, and maybe more people venture into different game modes like Iron Man. I do think that's very good. But the fact that you can get an offer for a character name reservation, enhanced play support, and paused membership options, and as well as things like a complimentary bond, additional account security features, and pre-verified account recovery, most of these are bare minimum. Like, a pre-verified account recovery should be for every account. Every account means something. And the amount of people I've seen, like on Twitter or on Reddit, who have to reach out to a Jagex mod just to get their account looked into because the player support's that poor, the fact they have to pay more money to be able to get that is just a joke. They're just simply milking people for more money and not offering what's needed for what people currently pay. I mean, yes, I know this is going to be the top package with 8 members characters, but £30 a month. Yes, these options are nice, but no, it's just not good enough. And I talked about like the 4 big points which have caused like a lot of annoyance and dismay. And as you can see here, with the link I'm going to drop you guys in the comments and in the descriptions, you got a variety of videos you can watch where they're explaining stuff. Or you can go through these screenshots, and as you can see, there is an awful lot of screenshots here as well. So again, this is another one of the pages, but this is offering things like specialized members worlds. And again, the name reservation, the recovery as well is there. But what I'll do is I'll leave this in the description for you guys to have a look at what they were sort of pitching and what they were looking to do as well. And I'll talk over the big things which have caused the most chaos. I'm going to flick back to the game now because I just wanted to show you guys that as well. But I will absolutely make sure that that link is in the comments and in the description as well. So in the 2 posts that they've released, the 4 sort of things they've talked about the most. So one of the things was to have the ability to block ads. Now, to have ads in a game like this is going to be an instant put off on a game that needs brand new players. We are desperate, not so much for 07, I'm speaking more for the RS3 content, but for RS3 we are desperate for new players. It needs to go, the game needs to grow quite dramatically and very soon, because it does have its own player base and it holds the player base numbers quite well, but we are dramatically down compared to 07, and we need, for the benefit of this game going long term, to have new players. If a new player logs in and sees an advert for a Big Mac within the first 10 minutes, what's the encouragement to play? Because you're just going to be hampered by ads. Now, this is what's caused the absolute memes on Reddit, and I fully agree. Some of them are beautiful, like they are so funny. But to have ads in a game like this, when you're paying membership anyway, absolutely not. We're paying to play the game. We're not playing to watch ads. Why is that included? So that has been absolutely demolished, and that is something they've heavily retracted from in the news post. But they have mentioned that they're still looking at it for free to play. If you're trying to get someone into the game, the absolute first place you don't want ads. You don't want ads at all. But if you're a free to play player and you go straight in and you're pampered through with ads, why would you play the game? If the game looks as if it's got nothing but ads in it, why are you going to play the game? It's going to discourage people more, which means that only down the line they're going to make us pay more money for our membership. What's the point? Now, they have retracted, and again, along with the Reddit posts, I will put the most 2 recent Runescape posts on the website. One has come from ModPips, who is the CAO, and has done his absolute best to damage limitations, everything, and sort of try and push back and remove the company away from that survey. I don't think the survey is accessible now as well, so like, basically if you need any information on it as well, Reddit is your best place, and that post is the best one I have found so far. With the account benefits, which we saw on the first couple of membership packages, they had the reduced AFK timers on the low packages as well, which basically means that you could pay for a better AFK timer if you paid more per month. And that's just a buy to win. Like, don't get me wrong, I get the RS3 memes, I get its microtransactions, I get it's pay to win. But that is just an absolute advantage for someone paying more for membership. And again, that to me fundamentally challenges the integrity. If someone can buy that kind of thing, I know we can buy XP. I know we've got the microtransaction problem, which again, even though they said we're going to address, still hasn't been addressed. It's just like getting to the point now of like, what are we doing? Where are we going? It just doesn't seem good enough in terms of like the direction. As well as that, so we've got ads and the AFK timers. The first comment was on player support. Now, player support at the minute, I don't think is good enough. I don't think it's communicated well enough. I don't think people get help enough. I see so many people trying to outreach for help on like Twitter and Reddit. Like, it just needs to be better as a standard anyway, because we pay money to play the game, and we expect, as like a consumer, like you would with any business, that if you have an issue, you need support, and the support we kind of receive at the minute isn't quite up to the price we're paying for it. So the fact that you can pay more on your membership package to get access to better support when everyone needs the same level of support, I just think is a very money grab move, which I think a lot of this which has been put out is a money grab move, which I know like a company needs to make money, but there are other ways. I know when they said they were going to remove microtransactions for other stuff and we'll pay more with membership, this isn't what I was expecting. All I would have expected was we're just going to raise membership rates, which, yes, is annoying, and yes, it's more than what you'd probably want to play, probably more than you want to pay, but to remove all that, I think it was worth it. But this is not the kind of sort of response I expected or wanted, and judging by what the community's done on Reddit, and it's getting to the point now that RS3 is making news articles, not so much on like big things, but all these sort of gaming websites. And the fact is in like the articles as well, they're mentioning that this is another time Jagex has dropped the ball. Another time it's sort of pushed the trust of its player base as well. It's just a repetition of these kind of things. And we do a period of good things and we get good content and we move forward with it. And then we drop something like this and the player base just look at each other and think, what's the point? What's the point of playing a game if we're just going to go and do something like this? And on that final post from MudPips, he said that we're not going to fundamentally change the game. And this is normally their line they quote if they need to do an apology in the game, which again is becoming a bit too frequent. They really need to look at what they're doing with both games. Obviously 07 is thriving at the minute off the back of leagues. The player numbers have never been higher. What a way just to absolutely go 4 steps backwards after taking a giant leap forward. Is to do something like that and people you brought back into the game or people you've got interested back into the game as well with that kind of content, and they're back playing the main game as leagues finishes, you're going to drop that on them as well. People who have come back in the game over Christmas, you're going to drop that on them as well. Some people might not be obvious to it or might not have seen it or might not have known it, which is why, again, I don't like doing the drama stuff, but I think for once I should talk about this kind of thing because I think it's something they've really dropped the ball on and something which isn't good enough. It'll be interesting to see over the next couple of weeks how they're going to come out. I think MudPip's message is damage limitations. We've realised we've gone messed up and they're going to take a step back, and then I think they're going to come with something else further along the line, which I think because of this, if it comes up, I'm going to talk about it. We're going to do a little bit of skilling in the meantime and we're going to have a discussion over it as well. But for me, it's an eye-opener that, again, no matter how many times they seem to drop the ball, they will always keep trying to swing again and go for another different thing. And maybe it's going to get to the point now where I play a little bit less. Now, I love making these videos for you guys. I love it. It's something I really enjoy doing. And I enjoy playing the game still. I would say I enjoy making videos more now than actually playing the game. But the two come hand in hand for me. I know that I can have a bit of downtime playing the game and I can make a video for you guys as well. But it's something like this, it always makes you consider, are you wasting your time and do you need to look somewhere else? And I know I've talked about doing a real life channel and some other videos for you guys as well. And maybe this is a sort of push you kind of need to look elsewhere. I'm not going anywhere for the immediate future. I have plans for this channel. I have goals for this channel. I have things I want to do with this channel as well. But maybe we start looking at other stuff as well, which maybe after the sort of dust is settled and I've done an update post, we'll have another little video, whether I'm hunting, mining, woodcutting, you name it. And we have a little talking session about it as well. But I'm really sorry if this has come across as a rant. It's more of disappointing annoyance. Like, it really has annoyed me that they've tried to throw something like this again and they've not expected the backlash. It really, really is not a good move. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with what I've said? Do you think I'm absolutely wrong? I'm more than open to you guys having an opinion. But let's be nice to each other. We're not angry at each other for this. We're angry at what we've been sort of given and thrown at as well. But let's get a discussion in the comments going. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is coming next? And what are you going to do for the time being? I'm going to continue playing. Again, I love making these videos for you guys. And that's probably a reason for me to play. But I think depending on how they're going to respond over the next couple of weeks, that could change what's going forward. But I hope you guys don't mind too much me ranting. Again, I promise I won't do it too much. The drama's not for me. I don't think it's the kind of content I want to pump out. But I think this one was a little bit too important to miss. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about, and hopefully we'll come back with a lot better video, a lot happier of a voice, and we'll go from there. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you guys there very soon in the next video.